Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Aspen 1 Hour Football Show. I'm your host, Andy Hawley, alongside Josh Burgett via Zoom today. We are heading into the regional final round. We still have 2 local teams left, Josh.
And that's what's so hard to believe. We're down to 2 teams. It's been such a great year, but it seems like it's flown by. But now we're sitting down, heading into the regional championship with Napoleon and Lumen Christi still fighting their way. And we're in for some 2 great regional championship games this week.
Yeah, we've got a lot to talk about. Of course, the buzz will be if both teams can win. They'll play in the semifinal, but a lot of work to do ahead of that. Josh and I will be right back with last week's highlights and a look at the regional final.
Smart homeowners know that proper maintenance of their home's AC can save a bundle in the long run. Trust our comfort specialists at 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning to keep your AC running strong. A proactive tune-up can actually help your AC run more efficiently and save you money on your electric bill. Call 855-1-HOUR or visit onehourair.com. We won't leave you waiting. Sing it with me.
Always on time, or you don't pay on time. Always on time, or you don't pay on time.
Independently owned and operated, licensed in their respective state or county.
Your new ride is waiting for you at Avenue Auto. We've been giving Jackson great deals on pre-owned vehicles for 27 years. With 80 or more vehicles on the lot, each with a free warranty, we're your family-owned and operated choice in Jackson.
Wilcox Lawn and Landscaping has been proudly serving the southern Michigan area since 1986. With thoughtful design and quality craftsmanship, our experienced experts can bring any idea to life. Stop into our brand new location and garden center today. From a total redesign to just a few plants to spruce up your outdoor living space, we have everything you'll need. Need dirt, mulch, stone, or topsoil? It's all here and on site at Wilcox, and of course we can handle the delivery. We can also take care of your fertilizing and weed control, irrigation from repairs to new systems, and all of your landscaping needs. Wilcox Lawn and Landscaping, everything for your outdoors.
Lester Brothers has been performing driveway installations for over 30 years. Crushed asphalt is one of our most popular driveway gravels and an overall Lester Brothers favorite. When spread properly, it can last for many years. It's 100% recycled, environmentally friendly, quarter of the cost of hot asphalt, dust-free, and ready for immediate use after construction. Contact Lester Brothers today for a free timely estimate for your future crushed asphalt driveway or parking lot.
Welcome back to the Aspen 1 Hour Football Show. Let's take a look at Week 11 highlights.
motion. Bradley, handoff to Loretz. Bart Loretz breaking to the right on the first play from scrimmage. Bart Loretz cutting back, and a big gain for Loretz and a Minuteman first down.
Excellent job by Bart Loretz getting into Napoleon territory, getting the Minuteman first down, but running right behind.
Van Poppel in motion, takes a snap, rolls to his left.
He's open.
He throws wide open as Jester, and it's caught. Touchdown Napoleon, Trent Jester wide open.
29-yard touchdown pass, first score of this ball game. Excellent work. The offensive line gave Grant Bradley all sorts of time, and Trent Jester got behind the Manchester defense. Excellent work, great execution. 29-yard touchdown pass for the Pirates.
Trent Jester, Dan. Jester in motion. Takes the snap, handoff Loretz. Loretz cutting back to the left, and looks like he's going to be stopped.
Really nice job by Bradley there. That ball was loose. He lost it as he was leaving the center, Max Gomez.
From the 42, Bradley takes the snap, rolls to his right, looking, pump fakes, throws deep, and it is caught. He's wide open, and a touchdown, Napoleon.
43-yard touchdown pass. Excellent work. Helfrich gets behind the Manchester defense, and Grant Bradley delivers an excellent pass to get that touchdown. Great work by Napoleon's offense, again converting on a fourth down.
Respond back and have a good offensive drive. A deep kick for Wires.
Incredible.
Gunnar Carson's going to receive it. Carson going to try to cut around the outside, and he does. Look at this. Gunnar Carson, he beats everybody. He's going to go the distance. Touchdown Manchester on the kickoff return.
95-yard touchdown return for Gunnar Carson. Excellent work there by them. Great response there for Manchester. Wow. Great blocking and great run there by Carson.
Yeah, we knew it would have to come down to
Bradley takes the snap, rolls left. Looking.
I like it.
Van Poppel, it is caught, and he's going to go out of bounds with
1 second.
1 second left.
Perfect. I think you're going to see a 4.
Bradley takes the snap, handoff Loretz. Bart Loretz on the left side. Bart Loretz cutting back. He's got some room, and he's going to get out of bounds at the 35. Big play and a Minuteman first down.
And a late flag for the hit.
Bradley takes the snap. Loretz on the right. Bart Loretz trying to find some room. Cuts back up the middle. And look at that. Extra effort by Bart Loretz, and he gets inside the 5-yard line.
Great, excellent job there by Bart Loretz.
So here we go from the 2. Touchdown Napoleon.
Grant Bradley with his 3rd touchdown of the game. This one his first running the football. Grant Bradley does an excellent.
2nd and 7.
Oh,
and
what
a dangerous pitch there. Look at that. Trent Jester in the backfield for the tackle. Bradley takes a snap. Loretz on the right. Bart Loretz finds some room. Cuts around to the outside. Bart Loretz keeps going all the way to the 41. Minuteman first down.
Just running over the Dutchman defense.
Bradley takes the snap, handoff, Loretz up the middle. Bart Loretz cuts around outside to the left. Back in, and Loretz is going to have another Minuteman first down. Napoleon, Bradley throws right, is caught. Holden Van Poppel. Van Poppel makes a move, and he walks into the end zone. Touchdown Pirates.
15-yard touchdown pass for Bradley to Van Poppel. That's Bradley's 3rd touchdown pass of the game. Spectacular work. It's been all Bart Loretz coming down the field, and then just catches Manchester off guard with that pass.
Totally off guard.
Duffing fakes the handoff, rolls left. Pressure coming, and down goes Duffing.
That's our first sack of the ball game. Excellent work there by Max Gomez.
Bradley takes the snap, rolls to his right, has time, throws deep, looking for Van Poppel, and he comes down with it. Holden Van Poppel, touchdown Napoleon. Another 4th down, touchdown.
This one from 39 yards out. The 4th touchdown pass for Grant Bradley. The 2nd touchdown for Holden Van Poppel from 39 yards out. What a play. What a great adjustment mid-air for Van Poppel to go and catch that ball.
No.
That one is caught. It's going to be...
Yeah.
Yep. Going to use the whole play clock. Loretz on the carry. Gets around to the outside. Bart Loretz down to the 21.
That ball's out. That ball's out.
The ball is out.
Yeah, it's a turnover. It's a turnover.
Turnover. Manchester will get it back.
Loretz turns it over.
So Dumping is going to throw it, and it's intercepted. Right to Trent Jester to the house. Touchdown, Napoleon.
Jester with the interception, takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. Excellent work by Napoleon.
Whoa.
Second interception in this game, first for Jester, and his second touchdown. He had the first touchdown of the ball game, and now he gets what could potentially, I don't think about to run anything.
And that is going to be it. Final score, Napoleon 42, Manchester 13. First ever 11-0 season. And for the first time since 2016, the Napoleon Pirates are district champions. Congratulations. Big win tonight against Manchester.
Those are your highlights from those games. A couple decisive wins for the locals. Josh, you were out at Napoleon. Really a dominating win and a game where they both on the ground, they found success rather on the ground and through the air, which is key this time of year.
Yeah, I mean, Napoleon was just so impressive, earning their second district championship program history, their first since 2016, and their first 11-win team in program history. But it was a dominating defense, and they've been really great all season long. And you continue to see that fantastic offensive line play that we seem to talk about every single week when we're talking about Napoleon. But you're right, it was different this week. That balanced offensive attack that we saw when you got to see Grant Bradley throw for 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. I mean, their offense changes when he does stuff like that. And there was long passes connecting on a number of touchdowns over 25 yards. It was really impressive from an offensive standpoint. And you still had Bart Loretz, who had a really special game, getting over 200 yards rushing as well. So it was just a very balanced offensive attack. And they did a really good job on the other side of the ball with their defense as well.
I was excited to see them air it out a bit. If you've watched Napoleon and you've seen a little bit of Grant Bradley and the Pirates, you know he's got the ability to air it out, but 4 TDs in a game, something you don't hear a lot about around here, especially from a passing game. What do they need to do to stay focused on this week's opponent, Josh? Like you said, they're coming off that huge win, the first time they're 11-0. How do they have a good week of practice?
Yeah, I mean, I think, Monroe St. Mary Catholic Central, we know what that offense is going to look like. They've seen a little bit of that against Addison. We know they got to play discipline. They have to play disciplined defense, and that's why I have a lot of confidence in this game because the way Napoleon all season long has played defensively. They have been spectacular, and they seem to get better every single week, and that's where I think their focus needs to be. They're going to play their game, but I like the new addition of the passing game because they're going to need that, and as you get deeper into the playoffs, if you're one-dimensional, you're going to get exposed, and the fact that they showed that they can be two-dimensional if needed, I thought was a great step forward for them to have some success in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, speaking of teams going in the right direction, obviously Lumen Christi off to that slow start, but their last loss was over 2 months ago, Josh, which is long forgotten, and none of those losses mean anything at this time. And I was really impressed with their performance against Hudson. I was at the game, and really they just kind of punched Hudson in the mouth, and Hudson really just couldn't get anything going.
Hudson is the defending Division A state champion. I think the way they treated them on Friday night, Lumen Christi looked very impressive. I mean, to shut that team out, to win a 9th straight district championship was, quite frankly, a spectacular performance. I thought, as we talked about last week on this show, I thought Lumen Christi would win. I thought they would be the better team in the end, but I expected it to be a dogfight, and I expected it to be a really good game going down into the 4th quarter. And Lumen Christi came out and immediately just took it to them on both sides of the ball. Their defense played great. They had excellent offensive line play. And you just saw their rushing attack really, Walker, Franklin, both hitting 2 touchdowns. Joe Lathers adding that touchdown as well. I just thought it was really a spectacular performance on both sides of the ball by Lumen Christi.
Yeah, you're right. I think we both thought they would win the game, but it would be close. Do you think it's a situation where it's one of those things where Hudson got taken out of their game early and just could never find their way? I mean, they're not a bad football team. They all had a bad game that night. Yeah.
And you just look ahead. I mean, I think Lumen is playing with a ton of confidence right now to win 8 straight ball games. You said it, 2 months since they've lost, and they're another team that just seems to have more confidence, and they're playing at a different level. And I think they want a chance to to make up for one of those losses early in the year. We don't know which one it would be, but they have to win 2 big games. They get the chance in the regional championships against Lawton. If they can win there, they're going to have to go on to the semifinal for a chance to play at Ford Field, and that's where they would run into TC St. Francis or New Lothrop if they can win on their side of the bracket. So I think Lumen wants that opportunity to get back from those early season losses.
Josh kind of teased the Division 7 bracket. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about all those games in Division 7, and we'll pick our winners. We'll be right back after this.
Matt with Howie Equipment here, located in Lansing Avenue, and we've got Toro and Echo in the showroom. Come by and see what we got, whether you're in need and fall is coming up and you need a blower, or it's a trimmer or a saw for Echo. And then Toro, from the little push mowers to the big 60-inch commercial mowers, we've got it here at Howie Equipment. Come down and see us.
Bailey Excavating is proud to introduce our paving division. Locally done, on time, and on budget, we offer paving for municipal, industrial, commercial, and large residential customers. We can meet all your asphalt and paving needs from start to finish. For nearly 50 years and 3 generations, Bailey Excavating has been dedicated to providing the highest standards of quality and service to our customers. And in our paving division, we are dedicated to those same standards. To learn more about Bailey's Paving or to request a quote, please call 517-750-3030.
As a proud partner of Frankenmuth Insurance, Barker Weber operates under 5 distinct values.
Integrity. We will be honest and fair.
Stewardship. We commit to responsible management.
Empathy. We understand how you feel.
Mutual respect and trust. You'll always be our valued partner.
Dedication. We'll work for you wholeheartedly.
Barker Weber and Frankenmuth Insurance, your local insurance solution.
At Consumers Energy, we believe change is empowering, powering both your home and your business. Change is progress, with a modernized grid that can detect outages and restore power within seconds. Change is reliable. We're talking preventing over 35,000 outages last year reliable. And change is enduring, like our dedication to keep your power running, just as it should. Consumers Energy, a force for you, a force of change.
Welcome back. It's time now for our game picks, and this is where we get to have a little fun. And I think there's a few surprise teams left in Division 7. I'll say I didn't think Napoleon would be 11-0, but they sure as heck are, and they've got an opportunity to get into a state semifinal game. So let's take you through Division 7. We'll take you through the games, and then we will pick the winners. Josh, I'll start. Ithaca at Traverse City St. Francis. Now you think Ithaca, they've been under the radar a little bit since their massive streak of state championships, but they are 10-1 coming into this game. So I think you can't take them lightly if you're St. Francis, but I like St. Francis. I'm picking them until they get to Ford Field.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's been able to slow down Traverse City St. Francis, and that includes Lumen Christi, which we just talked about a little bit ago. The Gladiators are 11-0. They're averaging 45 points a game. Ithaca, like you said, 10-1, having a great year. They got a chance to go into the regional, but St. Francis is, in my opinion, just the better team, and they've played like that all season long. I don't see them having an answer for TCU's prolific offense. We saw that offense here in Jackson. I just don't think that they have an answer for that. So I like the Gladiators to win a 3rd straight regional championship. Let's go to the other side as well. Elkton, Pigeon Bay, Port Laker. That is a mouthful to get out, but they're going to travel with New Lothrop. And Elkton has had a really good year. And I don't know if you've seen them, partner, but they are 10-1. They average 37 points a game, and they have a very, very impressive running back. He played a little bit of quarterback last week because their quarterback got injured, but he looks like an offensive tackle and plays the running back position. He is big boy, and he's very tough to bring down. New Lothrop's going to have an answer for that. I think they will, and I think they're the better team. They come into it 9-2. They're only giving up 10 points a game, so I like the fact that they have a stingy defense up against that Elkton team. I think New Lothrop will have an answer for the running game, and I think they move on to the D7 semifinals.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'll take New Lothrop as well. And just based on kind of what we've seen them do this year, I know their defense is very good as well. They're kind of the complete team. Also, slick scheduling by Lumen Christi, being able to play St. Francis and New Lothrop weeks 1 and 2, teams you may see in the final week. So, again, I will take New Lothrop in that game. Lumen Christi hosts Lawton. Josh, it was a tough one last year. Lumen Christi lost by 1 point, a game that they hated to lose. They absolutely hated that. I think this game is going to be eerily similar to last week's game when Hudson came to town. I think Lumen Christi handles them. I think Sean Brogan's able to call a comfortable game, kind of like he did last week, get in his groove. And I think this win will be dominant. I'm picking Lumen Christi 35-7 over Lawton in front of a large crowd.
Yeah, I don't know if I disagree with you. I agree. You think of this game, it was a semifinal game last year, so this sent Lawton to the championship, and you got to look at it the other way. It prevented Lumen Christi from going to the championship game. And this is a very good Lawton team, but they are not the team that they had last year. Lumen and Lawton both lost to St. Francis this year, but Lumen was far more competitive losing that one. It was a tight one-score game. Lawton is averaging 39 points a game, but Lumen's defense has been playing really good right now, and they're playing better every single week. You look at the last 7 games, they've only given up 7 points per game that Lumen defense has. They've been really good. So I like your pick. I think Lumen Christi is going to control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, and I think they get a 5th regional championship in the last 6 seasons. Let's go to Napoleon is going to travel down to Monroe St. Mary Catholic Central to finish us off. And I think Napoleon is a surprise team for everybody outside of Napoleon. They knew they had a good football team, and they came in ready to play this year. But for them to win their 2nd district championship and now have a chance to play against a really perennial powerhouse in Monroe St. Mary's Catholic, I think it'll be a great road test for this Napoleon team. St. Mary's has won 4 straight games. They're averaging 36 points per game during that stretch. Their defense has given up 21 points or more in 7 games this season, though. Their defense has been a bit of a struggle. I think this game's going to be won at the line of scrimmage, and I like Napoleon's chances if it's a line of scrimmage game like we talked about earlier. Napoleon's defense has been more consistent, and they just continue to get better every single week. The challenge for them, they're going to have to be disciplined against the St. Mary's running game. I think they have the talent to do that at all 3 levels, so I think they'll be prepared for that. I expect the Pirates are going to be well coached this week in practice. They will be prepared, and the way this team has executed through the season, I think I have great confidence that they're going to win their program's first regional championship.
We are certainly hoping for that. You look at St. Mary's, a team that has lost 5 games. Now they lost the first 3 games of their season. They haven't had an L on their schedule in over 30 days. So again, that's all moot at this point. I think Napoleon wins, and the answer may surprise you, especially in this matchup, Josh. I think Napoleon's the deeper team, and I think they're going to prove it, like you said, on both sides of the ball. And boy, wouldn't it be great if Napoleon could bring home a regional title. They certainly have the athletes and the names and the coaching to do it. Hopefully the entire town of Napoleon goes down to Monroe and cheers them on. Josh, any warning to the Napoleon fans about the field conditions in Monroe?
There's a couple of them in Cascades. They might be a little bit used to it, but you got to prepare it. It's not what you might think of a regional championship field, but it's a home field advantage for Monroe. They're going to be used to it. And I love the fact that this game can set up a semifinal for 2 local teams where the winner's going to go to Ford Field. If both teams can get it done like we're projecting, what a great game that'll be next week.
Yeah, it should be a great time. So good luck to those teams again playing this Friday. We're going to be right back. We've got a little bit to talk about left. We got our Willison Macknick Player of the Week and more coming up right after this break.
For at least a dozen years I've been at MVP Sports and using them. Ray and Kelly do a great job of getting me the things I need. Shirts, hats, uniforms for basketball teams, shirts for the golf teams.
We've been using MVP Sports for close to 10 years now. The biggest reason that we come back to MVP Sports is because every time that I walk in the door, they treat me like I'm a first-time customer. I would recommend MVP Sports to other businesses as well as anybody in this community.
The Chase is the hottest spot in Jackson. They're sure to have something for everyone. Large open dining spaces are available that are perfect for any team gathering, offering delicious handcrafted pizza, available in hand-tossed or thin crust, flavorful wings blasted with your favorite sauce, and Angus burgers that'll make any fan's mouth water. The Chase, the perfect place to spend the big game.
You never think about a good tow truck service until you really need one. Jimmy's Towing and Auto Repair in Jackson will be there for you in a flash. Our technologically advanced GPS software enables us to pinpoint your location and dispatch the closest truck to assist you in no time. Jimmy's has the largest towing and rescue truck fleet in the area, and we have the right equipment for any towing need. When you need help in a flash, call Jimmy's. Jimmy's Towing and Repair in Jackson.
Welcome back to the Aspen 1 Hour Football Show. Andy Hawley alongside Josh Burgett via split screen, which is how we best get along. Josh, I want to talk about Jackson a little bit. They made the playoffs for the 5th straight season. Really good year. A lot going on over at the school with the new facilities. They ran into a tough, undefeated Mason team, but Jackson continues to build and continues to play good football here in town.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt. And that was a game at halftime, 7-6 ball game at half, and they just couldn't hold on in the second half as they gave up 27 points to Mason. But if you're Antonio Parker, I think you got to be really proud of the way that your team competed and the way that they played. And if you're a fan of Jackson, I think you got to be really proud of the way Antonio Parker is leading this team and developing a program at Jackson. I think it's a great first year of the coach. You talked about it, earning a 5th straight playoff appearance, but they got their first playoff victory since 2015. So really successful season for the Vikings. They got all the resources around them to continue to have great success, and I think they got a coach there that can help take this program to the next level. So excited for the things going out for the Vikings.
Yeah, couldn't agree more with you, Josh. Let's get to our Willis and Macknick Player of the Week. We have a very deserving individual from Napoleon this week.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit, but this week's Willis and Macknick Player of the Week is Grant Bradley from Napoleon. The senior quarterback had an impressive performance Friday night, completing 7 of 14 passes for 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. He connected with 5 different receivers and threw touchdown passes of 12 yards, 29 yards, 38 yards, and 49 yards to lead the Pirates to a 42-13 win over Manchester to earn their 2nd district title in program history. Congrats to the 11-0 Pirates and to Grant Bradley, this week's Willis and Macknick Player of the Week.
Good luck to both Lumen Christi and Napoleon, who are playing Friday night for a chance at that regional trophy. Another player to watch real quick on Lumen Christi, number 5, Cadell Williams. I think he's been that guy for the Titans, that guy you want on offense and defense, and I think he's going to have a big game against Lawton on both sides of the ball. Josh, we won't be able to do any of the games. MHSAA has the rights, but we will be there for photos, highlights, and of course you can follow us on Twitter for score updates throughout the game as well. And then Saturday morning, you will be able to see Jeff Steer's Saturday Sideline Report. Thanks to all our sponsors, Avenue Auto, Aspen 1 Hour, and all of our great sponsors. Josh, final thoughts heading into Regional Final Friday.
You always hope that you get teams playing this late in the year, and think it's a great opportunity that they have a chance to meet each other in the semifinals if they both can get it done. So just wish good luck to both teams. Both teams are prepared. I think they'll be prepared, and I think they're going to execute. And I think it's a great opportunity to get 2 teams from our area to progress to the state semifinals in Division 7, which I think is fantastic.
Join Josh and I next week on the Aspen 1 Hour Football Show, where hopefully we're talking about a Lumen Christi Napoleon matchup, and hopefully we're talking about that matchup being played at Withington Stadium. But of course, a lot to get to, and that all happens on Friday night. Thanks to everyone for watching. We'll see you next week on the Aspen 1 Hour Football Show.